In the icy depths of the ocean, where the light barely penetrates, and the water is a chilling embrace, a haunting sight emerges: a white whale, majestic yet grotesque, gliding through the dark waters. This creature, often celebrated for its beauty and grace, bears a horrific wound, a gaping, festering mass of clams that have taken residence on its back. The sight is both captivating and repulsive, a stark reminder of nature's duality. As we delve deeper into this unsettling phenomenon, we uncover the grim reality of clam infestation, a process that transforms this noble giant into a living canvas of decay. The clams, small yet insidious, latch onto the whale's skin, burrowing into its flesh with a tenacity that is both awe-inspiring and horrifying. These mollusks, thriving in their new environment, create a colony that grows unchecked, feeding off the whale's nutrients and leaving behind a trail of destruction. The wound, once a mere irritation, becomes a festering sore, oozing with infection and attracting scavengers of all kinds. The whale, a once proud symbol of the ocean's majesty, now drifts through the water, a shadow of its former self, burdened by the weight of its unwelcome guests. As we explore the science behind this infestation, we learn that the clams are not merely parasites. They are opportunists, capitalizing on the whale's weakened state. The whale, often a victim of human activity, be it pollution, ship strikes, or climate change, finds itself in a precarious position, unable to fend off these invaders. The clams, in their relentless pursuit of survival, highlight a darker truth about the interconnectedness of life in the ocean. They thrive in a world where the balance has been disrupted, where the actions of one species can lead to the suffering of another. Yet, amidst the horror, there is a twisted humor to be found. Imagine the whale, once the ruler of the seas, now a mobile buffet for clams, a walking advertisement for the perils of neglecting our environment. It serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that our actions have consequences, not just for ourselves, but for the creatures that share this planet with us. As we reflect on this dark narrative, we are left with a moral in our quest for progress. We must not forget the delicate balance of nature, for in the end, we are all part of this intricate web, and the fate of one can easily become the fate of all. In the stark, icy expanse of the Arctic, where the sun barely grazes the horizon and the biting winds howl like lost souls, a creature of majesty and power roams the polar bear. But today, we encounter a sight that shatters the serene beauty of this frozen wilderness. Meet our unfortunate protagonist, a polar bear whose once pristine white fur is marred by a horrific wound, a grotesque testament to nature's darker side. This bear, a symbol of strength and resilience, now bears the scars of an unexpected and gruesome battle, a beehive infestation that has taken a nightmarish turn. As we draw closer, the details of this shocking scene unfold. The bear's flank is a chaotic tapestry of angry red and swollen flesh, where thousands of tiny stingers have wreaked havoc. The bees, those seemingly innocuous pollinators, have transformed into a relentless swarm, their tiny bodies buzzing with a sinister purpose. Each sting, a tiny dagger, has left its mark, creating a grotesque landscape of pain and suffering. The bear, once the apex predator of its domain, now finds itself in a fight for survival against an enemy that should be no match for its size and strength. But how did this happen? The answer lies in the delicate balance of nature, a balance that humans have disrupted in ways we often fail to comprehend. As climate change alters habitats and food sources dwindle, polar bears are forced to venture closer to human settlements in search of sustenance. In their quest for food, they stumble upon beehives, drawn by the sweet scent of honey. What begins as a simple act of foraging quickly spirals into chaos as the bear, unaware of the impending doom, in a dimly lit barn, where shadows dance ominously across splintered wooden beams, a tragedy unfolds. Enter the white horse, regal yet haunted, its beauty marred by a gruesome spectacle, a horrific barnacle wound that raises the hair on the back of your neck. Picture delicate, white fur, now grotesquely transformed into a battleground, where clusters of hard-shelled barnacles cling desperately to the skin, like tiny, merciless pirates laying siege to an unsuspecting vessel. Each barnacle, a tiny fortress of marine horror, has fastened itself onto the horse's flesh, creating a scene both unsettling and disturbingly fascinating. As we witness this affliction, a question arises: how can such creatures, usually confined to the murky depths of the ocean, find their way onto the majestic back of a land-dwelling equine? Barnacles, those hardy crustaceans, are known for their bizarre lifestyle. They possess a unique ability to attach themselves to any surface, using a natural adhesive that can withstand the harshest of elements. With millions of years of evolution behind them, these formidable invaders find opportunities wherever they can, even in the unlikeliest of places. In this case, it seems that our white horse's unfortunate proximity to a contaminated water source has triggered this infestation. The horse's skin, a reluctant host, becomes a canvas for this marine parasitism, creating an environment rife with bacteria and discomfort. The barnacles, indifferent to the suffering they inflict, thrive and multiply, turning a once pristine steed into a living nightmare. As we delve deeper into this bizarre interplay between horse and barnacle, we are drawn into a larger, murky narrative about the relationship between humans, animals, and nature. This unfortunate incident serves as a grim reminder of our often careless interactions with the environment. In our relentless pursuit of progress, we ignore the consequences of our actions, leaving animals to grapple with the fallout of pollution and habitat destruction. In the heart of the African savanna, where the sun scorches the earth and shadows dance in the wavering heat, a majestic white lion prowls. His alabaster coat glistens under the harsh sunlight, a symbol of his uniqueness and rarity. But as the camera zooms in, a dark, gruesome reality begins to unfold. A festering wound, teeming with an army of insects, mars the lion's once pristine hide. This isn't just any wound. It's a vile, crawling infestation, a grotesque tableau of nature's cruelty and indifference. The white lion, a creature of regal beauty, now finds itself at the mercy of tiny, relentless invaders. The wound, initially a small gash perhaps inflicted during a territorial skirmish, has become a breeding ground for a multitude of insects. Flies buzz incessantly around the lesion, laying eggs that hatch into writhing larvae. These maggots burrow into the flesh, feeding on the lion's decaying tissue, and in doing so, expand the wound further. Ants, drawn by the scent of fresh blood and rotting flesh, form a dark, undulating mass as they march in and out of the open sore. In this macabre scene, we witness a delicate balance between life and decay. The insects, though repulsive, play a vital role in the ecosystem. They are nature's recyclers, breaking down organic matter and returning nutrients to the earth. Yet, their presence on the white lion is a stark reminder of how even the most powerful predators are not immune to the relentless forces of nature. The lion, weakened by the constant irritation and infection, struggles to maintain its dominance. Each attempt to lick the wound clean only seems to agitate the insects further, causing a flurry of activity that sends shivers down the spine. The infestation continues unabated, a relentless assault on the lion's flesh. The skin around the wound becomes necrotic, turning a sickly black as it dies and peels away. The stench of decay grows stronger, attracting even more insects to the gruesome feast. Fleas and ticks, sensing an opportunity, latch onto the lion's weakened body, feeding on its blood and further sapping its strength. The once proud creature, now a shadow of its former self, can do little more than endure the torment, each day a battle for survival against the microscopic horde. Yet, in this bleak tableau, there's a darkly fascinating aspect. The resilience of the insects, their ability to thrive in the most inhospitable conditions, is a testament to nature's tenacity. These creatures, often reviled and overlooked, are formidable in their own right. They serve as a grim reminder that nature is a vast interconnected web, where every organism, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, has a role to play. As the documentary shifts its focus, we delve deeper into the mechanics of this infestation. The maggots, with their voracious appetite for dead tissue, are a form of biological debridement, cleaning the wound of necrotic material. While this might sound beneficial, the sheer number of larvae and their relentless feeding can overwhelm the lion's natural healing processes, preventing the wound from closing and allowing infection to set in. The bacteria thriving in the wound produce toxins that spread through the lion's bloodstream, causing fever and weakening its immune system. Ants, too, are not mere passive participants. Their presence is an active assault on the lion's body. They use their mandibles to cut into the flesh, creating pathways for other insects to follow. Their bites, though small, are numerous and relentless, contributing to the lion's agony. The fleas and ticks, while feeding on the lion's blood, can transmit diseases, further complicating the animal's already dire situation. In this microcosm of life and death, we see the brutal